Hey you guys, came back to tell you guys about my trip to the DR recently. You know what, if you guys can hear that sound in the background, don't mind it. That's the fan. It's very hot right now. I don't feel like turning on the air because I don't want my bill to be $300 by next month and summer's not even here. So I was like, you know what, let me bust out all the fans and make it do what it do. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys the pros and the cons of the trip and the all-inclusive resort that I stayed at, which was called Natura Park. It was in Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. But I had a really good time there. It was super fun. But let me just tell you guys. Okay, so I flew out of Las Vegas, where I live, and flew into Dallas. And everything was going good. You know, me and my friend were drinking before the flight, getting ourselves, you know, ready. We're sleeping. I don't get much sleep, okay? So when I was able to sleep on that plane, I loved it. So, oh, sorry. But we're sleeping on the plane, we're drinking, when we get off the plane, we're eating, having a good old time. Fuck my diet on the vacation. I just ate whatever I want and I loved it, every minute of it. So then we get to Dallas. It's early in the morning. We're like, okay, you know, we could just get us like some breakfast or something and then wait around for our flight, because the flight was there was a layover. So we did that. We had breakfast, everything's fine. And then we go to the counter like, hey, like, you guys aren't even calling us. It's a little bit after the time. They're like, oh, you know, the flight's been delayed for a while. Probably about an hour. So now I'm like, okay, I can wait another hour. It's an hour. So then they ended up telling us that the weather was really bad flying us to Miami. Sorry, someone in my mouth. So they were like, yeah, the flight's canceled. Yeah, we'll see what we can do tomorrow. And we was like, canceled? Hold up, wait, we got a whole vacation plan. You taking away a whole day now at this point. So of course there's nothing they could do. I mean, they're not trying to fly us unsafe or whatever like that, you know. We can't, there's nothing we can do. So then we had to go get a hotel, which sucked because, you know, that took out of our fun, like our DR fun, you know. So we got a hotel in Dallas, and one of my friends came to see us. She lives in Dallas, and so that was fun. And then we go back to the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning the next day, well, like 4 o'clock. And then so we get there and the flight takes off on time, thank the Lord. And then we're not flying to Miami no more. So all my little Miami plans that I had, like, I thought like we were gonna land in Miami. We were spending like we had a long layover in Miami, and that was kind of the point, because we were like, we could spend some time in Miami for a little while, you know, and then we can go fly to where we're going. No, girl, no. They were like, yeah, we're not flying you to Miami though, we're flying you to North Carolina. I was like, what? Okay. So yeah, we flew to North Carolina, and then that's when all hell broke loose. So when we're in North Carolina, other than the girls in the airport having an attitude, they made us sit there and wait for 10 hours. 10 hours. So mind you, there's one day taken out of our vacation now. American Airlines, I'm talking to you. One day taken out of vacation. And then now this is the second day, 10 hours in. Okay. They're like, oh yeah, we don't have a plane for that flight yet. What? How you gonna book the flight and not have a plane? They're like, yeah, the one we have, we gotta fix something on it, and then if it works, we're gonna test it out. If it works, we'll fly you guys to the DI. First of all, don't even test no parts for me. It's cool, it's good. I don't want you to test shit. what you need to do is get a whole nother plane over here. Like, I don't want no plane that Ray up the block with fucking wrenching on real quick. And then what if we, no, I'm already scared to fly anyway. So I was just like, what? So there's people acting like irate, like everybody's all pissed off, and they're going up to the ladies like, when are we gonna fly out? When are we leaving? When are we gonna leave? When are we gonna leave? And I didn't say anything. Like, normally I'd be like, hey, you know, so I just want to know. But I didn't have to because everybody was doing it for me. Like, literally, they were like at the counter sitting there, like in the lady's face, like, so when are we leaving? And I just was like, what? Ear hustling, because I was just like, I don't feel like going up there and bugging them too. Like, I don't know, I'm tired. So finally they had a plane that just flew in from France, and they were like, yeah, this is the plane, it flew overseas already, this is the one, it's safe, let's go. So we were finally on our plane. We're like, yes, bitch, woo, right? So we get on the plane, we go to sleep, we wake up, prepare for landing, we're in the DR, we're just like, oh yes, can't wait. It's dark outside, it's 8 o'clock, okay, it's 8 at night, but I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to make the most of this trip, even though there was like 3 days left because they took 2 whole days from us. I was like, I don't care, I'm still going. So then we get there and we're just like, hey, you know, okay, so before we went there, I asked the ladies from American Airlines, like, hey, you know about our bags, are they gonna be there when we get there? And they're like, yeah, like, you know, even if your flight changes, your bags are going wherever you go, don't worry. And I was worried, but they're like, no, don't worry. And I was like, okay. So anyway, when we got to the DR, I'm like, yeah, where's my bags? I need to change, it's feeling nice out here. And then they say, y'all ready? They say, we are sorry, but your bags are being delayed. Delayed, huh? Alright. So I looked up, I tracked my bag. You know, you can track your bag on the website on American Airlines, and our bags are in motherfucking Miami. And I'm like, oh, so what you're saying is my bags could fly to Miami, live their best life, but I can't go? So I think I was more mad that my bags was in Miami and I couldn't go to Miami. Like, what's up with that? You flew the bags to Miami, well, I couldn't get up on there. So yeah, so they're like, yeah, your bags are delayed. And so now we're like, how are we gonna take showers? How are we gonna change? How are we gonna do anything? So I was like, well, I got like a little dress in my backpack, my carry-on. Didn't really want to wear it right then and there, but I was like, you know what? I actually had a dress and an extra pair of drawers. You know, I'd be prepared because the thing my grandma taught me about, just always having an extra pair of something. So I'm glad I did, and I went ahead and changed when we got there, but it wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't what I wanted to wear. I just felt all even though we took showers and everything, I wanted all my stuff. I wanted everything, you know, I want everything else mine. So we went out and stuff, we drank all that stuff, and then finally they were like, your bags are here, but it's dark as fuck outside still. So I'm like, okay, you know, maybe we should just get them in the morning because we don't want to be taking random taxi, and then, you know, we just don't want to do all that. So anyway, that was that. So that's why the trip was not as fun as it probably could have been, because we were laid over for 2 days, pretty much. Not laid over, delayed for 2 days. And then the bags got lost, so, or delayed, whatever they want to use. To me, it's lost because I didn't have it. And then our bag, when we finally got our stuff, we're feeling all cute, we got dressed, you know, we go out, we go on the beach, we're having a great time. I'm gonna put some pictures in the end of the video so you guys can kind of see what was going on. The Tour Park Resort was beautiful. There's a lot of animals walking around, not like lions, tigers, and bears, but like peacocks and like ducks, flamingos. They're really cute. What else? That's pretty much it for animals. Like a lot of birds, you know. So cons, So you can't eat anytime you want to. Like, I thought this was like all inclusive. Like, I've been to like cruises and other inclusive resorts where like you can eat when you want. Like, you know, they might not have like a full steak and egg breakfast or nothing like that, but you can pretty much get like food. Like, you can go get some fruit, you can go get some little french fry, little burger, some little pizza, something like that, you know, in the middle of the night when everybody's drunk at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, you can get something, you know. And this resort did not have no options for like late people, and there was a lot of people still at the bar late, and there was nothing to eat. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm just gonna start, I'm gonna go to bed now. And then the next morning we went to breakfast. The breakfast was mediocre, and I'm really not even a picky person, and I still just like, all right, just starve, it's all right. And then they were like, yeah, there's food on the beach. And I was like, what? Oh, well, let's go to the beach. So we walked to the beach. I see a guy grilling. I'm like, oh, he on the grill. All right, this is where the food at. I get a plate. We walk over to him like, senor, trying to give me a plate. And he was like, no. This is not for snack. I was like, okay, I don't want a snack anyway, give me what you got. And he was just like, no, it's snack time right now, this is for dinner. I was like, oh, you grilling the dinner? Okay, all right, you making food early, I understand. So I'm like, snack time. Go over there to where they're holding this snack, and it's like some chicken strips, french fries, hot dogs, and hamburgers. And I'm like, okay, I could deal with that, I guess. And then lunch came, and lunch, oh god, I don't even want to say this because like I don't like giving bad reviews, and I'm telling you, it was really fun though. It was beautiful, okay, beautiful. But we went to lunch, and everything's pretty much buffet style, you know, like go get it yourself type of deal. So we went to lunch. We were able to wear our bathing suits in there, you know, we didn't have to go back and change or nothing like that. So we went to lunch, and I'm like, okay, it's a couple little options, I guess. So I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, okay, this chicken and like vegetables. So I'm like, right up my alley. I love chicken and I love vegetables. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to open the little handle to pull the little like thing up to get food. And as soon as I look down, Rennie the fucking roach is looking right up at me like, I was like, oh. I just politely closed the fucking chicken because that's exactly what he wanted me to do. And I just walked away, and I was just like, you know what? I don't even want nothing. I already had like a few tiny little things on my plate that I wanted to try. I just sat down with it like, it's all right. So I just ate whatever was on my plate, and it wasn't much. It was like a little circle of this, a little circle of that. I just drank a lot of juice, and then it was like, you know, I'm good. I'm good. And then I just was like, you know, I can't be mad because at the end of the day, you know, this is a whole other country, it's on the island, this food is outside, so I couldn't really blame them. But I'm just really terrified of bugs, specifically roaches. And especially roaches that climb up on the fucking chicken sign and be looking at you like, bitch, you like chicken? Me too, give me a piece. I just couldn't. So yeah, that was like a real big con for me, because I had to starve myself until later when we went to dinner. But that whole day, like, you know, they have little excursions, like you can go on the ATVs, you can go parasailing, you can go like on a boat. They have like the glass bottom boat, you can go see the fish, like the colorful fish. And most of them are like $50 if you buy it from like the people who are like inside the resort or whatever. And then it's a lot of beautiful people walking around the beach, and a lot of chairs with like little umbrellas and things, like so you could just lay out and just live your best life. The water was warm and beautiful. A local man made me a bracelet, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got a homemade souvenir. And yeah, it was nice. I really had a great time. But I would just say, like, if you're gonna go there, don't expect to eat whenever you feel like it. You're gonna eat when the food's ready. Okay, take it back to when you was a real kid. You're gonna eat when it's ready. You can't just go in there, open the refrigerator, and be like, I'm thirsty, or I want some whatever. You just can't. No. And it's not, you know, it's not a 24-hour resort. I didn't pick the resort. My friend did. Well, my friend's friend picked, and then, you know, we just hopped on board like, hey, we want to go too. So yeah, I didn't pick it. It's not a 24-hour resort. They have 24-hour ones, like Be Live is in the Dominican Republic. That one's 24 hours, and it's adults only. I wish the one we went to was adults only, because there was a lot of kids. I'm not saying I don't like kids, I have kids, but yeah, there was just a lot of kids. And if I want vacation, I'm trying to get a little sleep, a little shut-eye, I just didn't want to hear a bunch of kids. So I just was like, you know, that's our fault. We didn't go to the adults only one. I'll just get over it, it's fine. But other than that, I had a really good time. I kind of wish I would have probably wore some curly hair or something, because that was hot. But I'm a big fan of straight hair. But you know, out there where it's humid, it was just sticking. I was just like and but yeah, I had a good time though, and I got a nice little tan that I love. And well, now I gotta change my hair color because I'm a little darker. I think it's making my skin look weird. But yeah, that was all about my trip and the Natura Park Resort. It's fun if you are gonna probably take your family, and do not plan to eat all hours of the night, because I guess I'm just spoiled or something. Oh, and the liquor in the inside, like on the inside of the resort at the bar, it was kind of watered down. Like, I literally took like 6 or 7 shots, and I would never drink that much out here in Vegas. Like, I could take 2 shots, maybe even 3, and I'm just like, whoo, okay, that's all I need. But like, I had to take like 6, 7, 8 shots just to feel a little tiny buzz. So I didn't like that. And the bartender didn't really know how to make, like, I told him like, oh yeah, like I was like, let me think of like drinks that I feel like are universal. So I was like, oh, let me get a Long Island. He made me a Long Island, but it was not good. And so I was like, well, you know, maybe he just doesn't know how to make it that good. Oh well. And then I went to the outside bar, the bar that's on the beach, and the shots were strong. Like, I just had 3, and I was like, okay, now here we go. Like, now it's time to party, because they were strong. Like, it was actually what it was supposed to be. Like, they didn't dilute it with a little water. Like, we're running out, cut it, put a little water in it. No, they didn't do that on the beach. So if you do go, drink at the bar on the beach, because that's the one with all the strong drinks. And make sure you eat on time so they don't close up on you, and get really full if you can. Like, if you find a selection, so then you're not hungry later on like I was, because I was starving. And make sure you check the weather before you go, so you're not having flights canceled. But yeah, that's all about my trip. I'm gonna post some pictures at the end of this video, just so you guys can kind of see how it was. And that is all. I will see you guys next time.